My name is Samantha Woodhouse. I'm a practice development assistant in unscheduled care. About a month ago now, my husband Dominic was attending A&E department here at Blackpool as a patient. He was acutely ill at the time, had had a wisdom tooth removed, and unfortunately it had a huge abscess that went from the side of his head all the way down to the back of his throat, swelling his head quite considerably and a lot of pain. As we attended the A&E department, you very quickly became aware of how busy it was, but the staff on duty, particularly the first 3 or 4 that we came across, didn't know that I was a member of staff here at Blackpool Victoria Hospital. We were seen very quickly and we were looked after fantastically. The first nurse we came across was a lady called Kathy, who was working on triage, who quickly recognised that Dominic was in a lot of pain. Although you could see she was very busy and Dominic was about 3rd in line from a list of people that she was seeing. But each patient, I could hear her speaking, got her individual attention. She was kind, she was considerate, she was very thoughtful. Kathy took us from there through to the minor injuries department, which again, it was very easy for me to see just how busy the department was. Dominic was taken into a cubicle and looked after by, firstly, an advanced practitioner called Declan Hart, who was absolutely superb. And again, though, the same theme continued. He was obviously looking after about 4, 5, maybe 6 patients, juggling the jobs that he needed to do for each of them, and Dominic was one of those patients. Every time you approached Dominic, he was kind, he was considerate, he understood exactly what Dominic was suffering with, he understood his pain, and actually his behaviour and the way in which he cared for Dominic was almost as good for Dominic as the analgesia that he gave him. He gave him intravenous antibiotics, fluids. He was really, really good and efficient, as well as being with him. Around and about, you can't help but hear and see what else was going on in the department. And there were so many patients buzzing about, relatives, doctors, nurses. There was also a staff nurse called Richard, who came later on, who was fantastic. Richard not only was managing a patient load, he also managed problems with the IT system. I think the IT system crashed and he was contacting the IT department, managing that, at the same time as answering quick-fire questions from senior people about the number of beds and how many patients he had in the department, as well as quickly flipping over and speaking to relatives and other patients, each time as if they were the only person he'd spoken to in the last half an hour. They were all absolutely brilliant on that day, I'm sure every day, but for me, as a relative, seeing somebody you love in that kind of pain and discomfort, it was so reassuring to see them giving such brilliant care. I felt looked after as much as Dominic did. I really must emphasise though how it was so easy for me to see what was happening as a member of staff, but how none of the staff that I was with who were looking after Dominic knew me as a member of staff. It wasn't till perhaps 2 or 3 hours into the whole of the experience that somebody recognised me, but even then it didn't change, which I was really pleased about, because you want to believe that that would happen for every patient, and I honestly feel certain that that is how every patient felt today, that day that was being looked after in that department.